guys, Tomboy61, and today we finally have the teaser for the next campaign ship, the next legendary ship, and the next new line of ships being added to World of Warships Legends. So we're going to take a look at the trailer, break it down, talk about it, and yeah. So here we go. I'll go ahead and throw the trailer up. And the first thing we can see is the brand new Russian cruiser, the Bagration. I'm terrible with Russian names, guys. Basically, we have a Russian Tier 7 cruiser as the next campaign ship. Looks like it has decent guns overall. I'm expecting it to be another sort of HE spammer type ship. Low armor. The things that surprised me, no radar on it. Decent AA. The consumables are just going to be a heal, sonar, and the usual repair party. Torpedoes are decent looking on it. Overall, I'm not expecting too much, but I am excited to get another Russian cruiser that hopefully isn't as hard to kill as a certain cruiser that sounds like 8, if you know what I mean. Like I said, these are usually the ones that I'm like, okay, we'll see where it is. I look forward to giving it a go and giving it a playstyle. Next, though, we do have something quite exciting, a full new line of Russian destroyers from Tier 4 to Tier 7. Of course, I would expect these to be in the usual kind of layout that we receive all of the other ships in the sort of first round of early access, and then we'll get the Tier 7 one more update later. But this will be a Tier 4, a Tier 5, and a Tier 6 as a brand new destroyers. So I'm excited for these guys to be coming in. And then right here we have the Stalingrad. That's right, a brand new legendary tier ship. One little catch though, it is going to cost quite a pretty penny at nearly 2 million GXP. And I know it's kind of weird as we haven't had a legendary tier ship available at GXP for GXP yet, and that is quite a pretty penny of points. Now, personally, I do like the idea of shifting the way we get legendary tier ships in this game. I feel like right now, one of the problems with the Bureau, and this kind of trickles its way down into the legendary tiers, is you don't need to have mastered that ship line in order to get what would be the pinnacle of that line, right? You don't need to play a game in the Tier 7 version of any of those ships, of their essentially predecessors, in order to get yourself into a Tier 7 or into the legendary tier. And that leads to, I feel like, can be some pretty poor gameplay. Now, is this GXP the way to go? I don't know. I like the initial idea of GXP. My only concern right now is legendary tier is in a bit of a wonky place because we need more cruisers in legendary tier right now, right? We have a ton of destroyers and we have a ton of battleships. We don't have a ton of cruisers. We have 2 American cruisers. And in order to balance that out, I feel like you would need a good amount of other legendary cruisers and ones that you could relatively deploy quickly. Now, speaking for myself, I don't have 2 million GXP lying around. I know there was the meme, like a couple updates ago, of we haven't had any new GXP ships in forever. I have millions of GXP lying around. Now, if those people were just memeing and they don't actually have it, well, they're going to be in the grind boat stuck with the rest of us for, you know, however long it's going to take to acquire 2 million global XP. But I think, and what I hope, because I'm going to try to err on the side of hope and optimism, is that Wargaming has the stats. They know how many players have well over 2 million GXP. They see how active those players are, and they know if they put a ship out for 2 million GXP, those players will go ahead and bite it up and basically deploy it immediately into legendary tier, as opposed to if they rolled it out through the Bureau, where it would take a couple months, even with even if you had people who were deciding to whale through it and spend money, it still takes a good hot minute to get through those bureau projects, even if you do decide to spend your way through it. Now, spending your way through it, is that a viable solution for Leningrad or for Stalingrad? I mean, it can be. I think I saw some paper, some back of the napkin math, and it would be like $150 or $200 in GXP if you had the free XP to convert it. I, for one, am here to tell you, do not do that. I know I for sure would not be spending money on a ship like that. But yeah, like that's a whole other conversation. Personally, I do not recommend you do that. I would definitely say go ahead, save the money, and grind your way through. Right? This is a free-to-play game. It's meant to be somewhat of a grind fest. I appreciate they're putting a target out there, and one that maybe some of the player base already has access to. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the Stalingrad, on Stalingrad. I know a lot of people have a tendency to be negative no matter what, and I don't think having Wargaming put out a ship for GXP I don't feel like there would have been a win for this for a legendary tier at GXP. I think people would be mad no matter what. I don't mind what they're doing at this juncture and at this kind of price point for a GXP ship. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I know I've seen a lot of kind of turmoil pop up about the cost of purchasing out the Stalingrad, and to me, I don't think you're really supposed to. You're just, if you're doing it, you're playing the game wrong. Beyond that, I think I'm really excited for the new line of Russian destroyers. I'm interested to see how they play. The Russian destroyers already are a really tough line to play, so I'll be interested to see how these fare and if they are a little bit easier than the current line of Russian ships. In the cruiser, I look forward to playing it, look forward to getting my hands on it. I'll be interested to see what exactly it occurs. But yeah, guys, that's next update's preview trailer. I, for one, am hyped. Be ready for patch notes this week. I'd set your alarm clock for a certain day that they usually drop on. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what day they drop on, but I have already read the patch notes. And guys, it's time to get hype. It's going to be an interesting update. So yeah, guys, if you like this video and if you want to hear about the patch notes, make sure you hit that like and you hit the subscribe button, and then you ring the little bell so you know when that video goes live. Guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.